Hi, so today we're going to be learning about deducing of title. Now, deducing of title is the process by which the vendor in a transaction for sale of land shows the purchaser that he has good root of title, um, which establishes that he's in a position to transfer good title to the purchaser. Now, in very simple terms, what that means is that deducing of title is the vendor showing the purchaser that his ownership of the land is legitimate, is genuine. And so the purchaser can be assured that the title the vendor is transferring to him is one that, cannot be refuted, one that will stand any challenge brought against it. Now, how does the vendor do this? The vendor does this primarily by employing the use of two documents. One is the abstract of title, and the other is the epitome of title. Now, what's the abstract and what's the epitome of title? The abstract of title is basically a review of the previous owner's liens and encumbrances on the land. So in the abstract of title, you would have a summary of who the previous owners of the land have been, what kind of title they held on the land, what encumbrances may have been created on the land. For instance, if there was a mortgage that was created so and so year in favor of so and so bank, it would state it. So that's what's contained in the abstract. And then in the epitome of title, what you have is now a schedule of those documents that constitutes the title to the land. So for instance, if in the abstract it has said that in 1995, a mortgage was created in favor of Zenith Bank PLC, then in the epitome of title, you would have their deed of mortgage in favor of Zenith Bank PLC there as one of the things listed. And then you would have a copy, a photocopy of that document attached in the epitome. So with these two things, these two instruments, the vendor deduces his title so that the purchaser now knows, the purchaser is assured that the vendor has good title to the land. But what you should note is that the deducing of title would not be necessary where you have the registration of titles law in a jurisdiction. For instance, for law school purposes, in Lagos State, you have the Lagos registration law, all right, which requires that that all title to land must be registered. And so the vendor would not have to prepare an abstract, an epitome of title in order to deduce his title to the purchaser, because the purchaser, if he conducts a search at the land's registry, would be able to see, to get all that information and be able to be properly informed of what encumbrances have been created on the land, if those encumbrances have been discharged or not. All right, so it's only where you don't have the registration of titles law applying that deducing of title this way would be necessary. But that's what it means to deduce title, and that's how it's done. I hope you've enjoyed learning that today. See you another time.